I'm Andy Bales, coming to you from the Union Rescue Mission boardroom. And if you look behind me, several decades of graduates from our men's Christian Life Discipleship program are up on the wall. So this room has a lot of history, a lot of nostalgia, and it's where we make things happen here at Union Rescue Mission. Speaking of things happening, we did Over the Edge, October 1st and 2nd. About 113 or so of us went over the edge to raise money for Union Rescue Mission. 25-story, everybody tries to correct me, but on a 24-story building, the rooftop is the 25th story. So we went over the edge, rappelling down to raise money for Union Rescue Mission, and we set an all-time record for Over the Edge events. We raised $1,130,000 or so. And we had a great time. I mean, what can beat a day hanging out by the pool, drinking Diet Coke, and having a good time with your friends and watching your other friends go over the edge, screaming with delight and sometimes fear as they went down the edge. We had one Tyrannosaurus Rex. We had teammate Tim Peters, I guess, set a new record for going over 7 times. And I was actually the fastest person down. Now, one of the board members said, well, Andy, that's like if I throw a sack of potatoes over the edge, and how fast it goes down is how fast you go down. So I think he was comparing me to a sack of potatoes, but I'll take it. And we had a great time going over the edge. And thanks for all of you who sponsored somebody, who sponsored the event, matched the event. The amount raised was matched by our good friend, and we had a successful event thanks to all of you. Some of you may know, may care, but I received 2 Moderna vaccines that initially didn't work at all. That didn't give me any advantage or antigens for protection against COVID-19. And somehow, miraculously, I've stayed well despite being on the front lines. Well, after learning of this and learning that a medicine I take to keep my kidney that my wife gave me about 8 years ago was cloaking the vaccine. I went off the medicine for a week with doctors' support and received another 3rd round of Moderna. So hopefully now I have a little bit more protection as we continue to be on the front lines in this battle. And I can say we are beginning to win this round of the battle. That's as confident as I'll get. We're beginning to win this round of the battle. We haven't had any current cases. The only cases we've had are people who we invite in from the streets and then test, and they have tested positive, and then we go through the quarantine process and everything it takes to help people get through COVID. And we could not have done any of this, welcoming people stepping up to the need, without you and without your support. So thanks for helping us get through this round of COVID and through all the rounds of COVID so far. You've truly participated in life-saving and life-changing work. We also were invited to, along with the other 2 missions downtown, Midnight Mission and LA Mission, we were invited to participate with Albertsons in a iHeartRadio campaign throughout August. And as of yesterday, we went to Albertsons, and a sweet young lady named Melissa handed each mission $100,000. You all shopped at Albertsons or Pavilions or Vons and gave as you exited, and we were the glad recipients of $100,000. $100,000 to each of the downtown missions. What a difference you made. And we're going to honor Albertsons and Pavilions and Vons in a very special way coming up. But we can't thank iHeartRadio enough. And I hope you enjoy the pictures of us receiving these big checks. We even have a signature. I thought maybe I saw a void, but I went to the bank and tried to cash this, and it didn't quite go. But this represents, by the way, 2 days of operating if it weren't matched. It represents 4 days because it was matched of operating Union Rescue Mission, Hope Gardens, Family Center, and it represents 400,000 meals right now because of being matched. So thanks to Albertsons, thanks to Pavilions and Vaughn's, and thanks to iHeartRadio for making a huge difference, especially on Skid Row this fall. We've been busy here, and we work hard to make things special for our kids, and thank you for making it possible to look out for our children. Sometimes our kids get to be included in things that every kid gets to be included in, and sometimes it's even over the top, even more special than if they weren't in a place like Union Rescue Mission. But on October 28th, they kind of doubled up on fun. We had the Harvest Festival put on by the Chilo Foundation, and followed immediately by our monthly Worthy of Love, where we celebrate the birthdays of all kids in that particular month. And this is my particular month, the month of October, because it's my birthday this month. And so our Worthy of Love was a very special event in the month of October, and it was preceded by a Harvest Festival where all of our kids were able to wear costumes and dress up for the holidays and get ready for fall and eat a lot of treats and have a lot of fun, and then followed by Worthy of Love. Our kids have tremendous times here because of all of your support. Thank you. Well, guess what? Thanksgiving is right around the corner. We celebrate Thanksgiving the Saturday before Thanksgiving so that our staff can be home with their families on Thanksgiving Day. And so we begin Thanksgiving early, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and you can still sign up to volunteer, to go out and deep fry turkeys with us, to serve in the kitchen. It's going to be a different kind of Thanksgiving again this year, but we're going to serve everybody that lives at Union Rescue Mission in our cafeteria, and we're going to make to-go bags for everybody who's on the outside as they go by and get a to-go box and complete with Bible and other gifts. And we need your help in order to hand out the to-go boxes, in order to serve, in order to deep fry turkeys for 24 hours before our Thanksgiving celebration. We need you to sign up. So go to volunteer@urm.org. That's volunteer@urm.org, and get signed up to come out and help us celebrate Thanksgiving this year. We're also beginning to gather toys for Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're beginning to gather toys. We need to gather up all of those toys before the Christmas store, so we need to try to gather them all up by December 9th. We need you to go to our Christmas distribution site at 1250 South Rio Vista Drive and drop off new unwrapped toys. And we need lots of board games. We need teenage gifts especially. That's always a shortage. We need your help, and we need to gather all of that by December 9th in order to pull off the Christmas store. The Christmas store is a great idea. Our families get to go to the distribution center, pick out their own gifts, and take them home and provide gifts for their own families. I remember when we established this years ago, families would come to a line. Volunteers would have lined up all these gifts, hand the gifts over, and the families would say, "Thank you, but I wish I could have provided for my kids myself." Well, we set up the Christmas store to do just that, to make it possible for families to pick out gifts for their own kids and have the feeling of affirmation and dignity that comes with providing gifts for their own kids. So that's our Christmas shopping experience for our families. You make it all possible. We thought we'd be announcing the Angelus House opening on our 130th birthday, December 4th, but that is not the case. We have extended that invitation to January 20th. I believe it's a Thursday. We'll not only be having a grand opening of the Angelus House in South LA, welcoming 86 families to stay who have been previously devastated by homelessness, but we'll have the grand opening in the morning. We'll be having tours in the afternoon. So be watching your calendar, be watching for the news. We hope we'll be opening Angelus House and bringing hope to South LA on January 20th. Also, some interesting news that just came out. We have an animation called Love Like a Hero that our own John Lochner created, and it was submitted to some film festivals, and it has won so far 6 nominations. I won't say it's won those awards yet, but it's up for 6 nomination of awards for being a fantastic animation. Love Like a Hero, starring a young lady who gets superpowers to care for people who are experiencing homelessness. I know you'll love to see it. We'll be posting it on our website and our social media again, so you can enjoy this great story, and you can even ask and receive the comic. Love Like a Hero, and continue to be a hero. You are a hero to us. Thank you, and God bless you.